OneLegionTV here, and welcome back to a brand new One Legion video. Today's video, I'm going to be going over some of the changes or the hotfixes that were made to Havoc Demon Hunters between the 16th to the 26th of September, and my thoughts on it, of course. Now, before I go into this video, I would like to just make the point that this is a discussion type video, so everything that I say in this video is my own opinion, and also could be changed upon more changes in the future. So, make sure to leave me your opinion in the comment section down below. So, we're going to move on to the first change. I'll also link the page with all the hotfixes in the description down below as well. But on the first main change to Havoc Demon Hunters was a nerf to Fury of the Eladari. Now deals 30% less damage to players. Now I think this nerf on Fury of the Eladari was due to the fact that in single target damage scenarios we were doing way too much damage with Fury of the Eladari, because basically if you dropped it, it would basically just do way too much damage. So I think the nerf is needed. Do I think 30% is a bit steep? I think they've now made it slightly underpowered than it could be, but I think it's also fine because of some other changes and a spec that I found working out for me, which I'll go over in a separate video on my channel for the spec, and also I'll go over the other changes later on in this video. So that's the only notable change from the 16th, moving on to the 23rd of September. On the 21st of September, the only notable change that has changed to Havoc Demon Hunters is our agility is reduced by 10% in player versus player environments. This means we're going to do on average of around 10% less damage overall, because basically our main stat priority and what we gain most from is our agility, and if we have 10% less, obviously we're going to do 10% less damage than we did previously. Moving on to the 23rd of September. Now the main part of this video, on the 23rd of September there was a few changes to Havoc Demon Hunter, and I'm going to be, after some feedback, they did change these, and they did actually revoke some of the changes. So we'll go over the ones they actually revoked first, which was the damage change to Throw-Glaive and also Bloodlet. They reduced the damage that Throw-Glaive dealt by 30%, and also changed the fact that now Bloodlet only does 100% of the amount of damage that your Throw-Glaive did. This is down from 200%. I think this change was wasn't really to address the problem with Throw-Glaive. The problem was with Throw-Glaive, the reason why it did so much damage was because it was avoiding armor in PvP, which is extremely means it hits really hard. So they've now fixed that, and they've actually revoked the 30% nerf on it as of the time of recording this video. So we're going to be moving on. The only two abilities that were changed during this hotfix was Fell Mastery and Balanced Blade. I will go over Fell Mastery first because it has the most notable change on it. Fell Mastery used to give you 50% bonus damage on your Fell Rushes. However, this has now been nerfed and changed down to 30% damage bonus for everything minus a setup comp. I still think this is good because of how momentum works, but if you've been following my channel recently, I've been doing a lot of Storm Rage Cleave, and I've been using the Nemesis Blind Fury build. But after some more playtesting with the two different specs, I will make another video either on my channel or on the One Legion channel discussing what I think is the best spec for Legion Season 1. And moving on to some of the nerfs to the other AoE abilities. Now, on the 23rd, it was changed that Fury of the Eladari now overall only is nerfed by 20%, and then it's the extra 10% in only PvP because they wanted to balance it out a little bit more in PvE environments because it was doing a little less damage than they would like. The other thing that was changed was a small change to Balanced Blades. This is an artifact trait. I will put the tree on screen with a circle around where it sits. And they basically nerfed this. I believe it was 5% before the hotfix, and now it is 3% extra damage for your blade dance whenever there is for each target within 8 yards of your blade dance. So this isn't really that much of a change. I mean, it slightly nerfs your blade dance damage, but you're still doing a lot of damage with blade dance, so it's not really much to complain about. Now, on the 26th of September, over the start of that week, players have been testing out the Bloodlet changes, and they gave feedback to Blizzard, which basically, and I sort of agreed with this, was that Bloodlet was now not really even worth, in some cases, to run. So I was actually thinking to flip back over to Fell Blades, because having a charge is sometimes really, really helpful. However, Blizzard decided to add 50% to put it somewhere in the middle ground between where it was and where it wasn't. Where it was before the change to Bloodlet, and then where it was after the change as well. So it now does 150% of your Throwglaive damage. And my phone is going off. And now it does 150% of Throwglaive damage. And I think that this is a good change because it means it's not as underpowered. And I think it's just about right where it should be. So in summary, I think that in the coming season, Demon Hunter's in a really, really, really good position. But I do want to see what happens in the tournaments with Demon Hunters and see if we actually see any. I did watch European tournaments this weekend, and there wasn't actually any Demon Hunters, unfortunately. But I will be doing, hopefully, a kind of talk about video on my channel in the week to come or so. So that's going to be really, really fun and awesome. So if you guys did enjoy this video and you liked my thoughts and little discussion video on the hotfix changes, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of the changes or what you thought of the video. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave it a like. And if you'd like to see more Legion content from me, then make sure to come over to my personal channel. My personal channel will be linked in the description down below, so make sure to go over there and subscribe if you are new and you enjoy my content. And I will see you in the next video, and I would like to thank you guys very much for watching.